How is it going, you guys? AC Plyo 21 back again with more WMMA 5. Yes, you are seeing correctly. We are rebooting the UFC save. I kind of talked about it a little bit, and please excuse me if I do sound terrible today. I am actually getting over a pretty gnarly sickness. So forgive me if I have to hit the mute button really quickly or if I cough into the microphone. But we are rebooting the UFC save. Last time that I did see you guys in a WMMA 5 setting, we had just finished up the W3 save, our local to global save, which I am very proud of. That took a lot of time, and yeah, I mean, it was a full on local to global 0 to 100, um, overtaking the UFC as the #1 overall organization. Super proud of it because I had never done anything like that um, in a game to completion like that. I've always tried it in things like FIFA, doing like the promotion all the way up from League Two, Football Manager, things like that. Um, even TEW. TEW takes so much time out of your life, but it was the first time that I've actually done anything like that, local to global wise, to completion. So I was very excited to be able to complete that for you guys. Thank you guys, whoever did watch the W3 series, but I know that a lot of you guys have been looking forward to whatever my next save would be. Here we are. We are rebooting the UFC, so it is not going to be in any way, shape, or form connected to my old UFC save. There's going to be no continuation of that. The champions are going to be completely whatever they are right now. So if you want to take a look, John Jones, heavyweight champion, Jamal Hill, Adesanya, Edwards, Makachev, Nunes, Volkan, Rodriguez, Nunes, Sterling, Grasso, Moreno, excuse me, Zhang. So it's exactly what it is right now. So we're just completely rebooting it. Since, excuse me, since I started that old UFC save in the summer, I believe, of 2020, so much has changed in the world of MMA and the UFC. Most importantly, just so many new fighters, so many different companies now. ONE FC, I mean, ONE FC was around, but they weren't as big of a force as they kind of are starting to be now. PFL just signed, excuse me, just signed Francis Ngannou. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. Got the Jake Paul stuff going on as well with PFL. So it's going to be very interesting to see. Now, what I do moving forward as far as this save, I have made it so that way it's actually a little bit harder on myself. Well, straight from the get-go, I'll just let you guys know, it's going to be kind of the same as in the old UFC save because the contracts, I believe, are exactly the same as they are in real life. So financially, it's going to be a problem from the get-go, and that's going to be the case for the first probably 4 or 5 fights that these fighters are on, just because they're going to be making really stupid money. But yeah, we shall see exactly what comes of that, just because I'm excited to get this going. As far as my plans for the first initial like fight cards and things like that, what I plan to do is I plan as far as like the champions, any fights that are already booked or kind of like known to be happening, I will book, but not in the same schedule that the UFC currently has. I do not like it when champions are waiting 7, 8, 9 months, a year to fight again. So a fight like John Jones and Stipe, where we know what's going to happen, it's just a matter of when. I'm going to make it happen as soon as possible. Not like in a I want to get it out of the way kind of thing, but I want my divisions to be moving along. But the only thing with that is I set it up so that way there's a couple more training injuries, there's a couple more random injuries, and that fighters are less likely to want to take fights. So that will be interesting to see how I go around that. Now, so John Jones will be fighting Stipe. Hill, I believe, already. Hill doesn't have a fight set up actually. Adesanya, I don't know if Adesanya has a fight set up actually. Like that's the thing. My MMA knowledge at this point is still kind of getting there. So yeah, Leon Edwards versus Usman. We're gonna have to do that. Makachev, or no, Edwards Usman's done. Makachev, we're gonna have to find someone for him to fight. Nunes is fighting Aldana. She was originally supposed to fight somebody else, but now it's Aldana. I'm gonna keep that. Volkanovski and Yair, we'll still do that. Sterling's gonna fight O'Malley. Grasso will have to find somebody for. It might just be Valentina again. Moreno is fighting Pantoja, so we'll definitely be booking that. And then Zhang, I believe, is fighting Amanda Lemos, so we'll book that. How this will work as far as a streaming, like long play versus super small episodes thing, my thought process is I want to continue to do those booking streams that I was originally doing in the beginning of the last save. So what I was doing was I was doing the big booking streams where it was like 2-3 hours long, where I would book basically an entire month of fight cards and kind of go through my thought process behind it, go through why I'm doing this, go through some of my thoughts on the current day MMA, you know, things like that. And that was pretty cool. It was kind of like a little chill stream. People would pop by, say hello. So I'm going to do that and post it, you know, not as an episode, but just post it, you know, here on YouTube. And I will be streaming as well on Twitch. And as far as the actual fight cards themselves, they will be condensed. They will be condensed and recorded. But as far as the booking streams, they will be streamed and available on YouTube. So have that to look forward to. As far as what I plan to do, fight card wise, same thing that I've normally done. So basically 4 fight cards a month, 1 every week, 3 fight nights, and then 1 pay-per-view. As far as right now, since we don't have a lot of money, I'm going to stick to a 5 fight main card and then probably 6 or 7 prelims for fight nights, and then on pay-per-views probably 5 card. Actually no, I'll probably do a 6 card or 6 fight main card followed by 6 prelims for fight nights, and then for pay-per-views probably 5 main card fights, 8 prelims, just because those fights start to add up as far as money, and these guys are on their legitimate contracts, so we're going to be paying them actually 50 and 50 rather than the 3,000 that the in-game economy can handle. It doesn't really account for a bunch of other money factors, and so just as far as staying alive financially at first, that's what we'll be doing as far as fights. When it comes to things like Dana White Contender Series, I am considering doing that in the near future in this save. But that leaves like a show like The Ultimate Fighter, I probably won't do unless there's like regenerated fighters that, you know, come up a year or so down the line. I have no interest in that show. And the fact that, you know, the show's going on right now and you have UFC veterans on the show, that makes no sense to me. The Ultimate Fighter used to be a thing where it was like unknown guys trying to make a name for themselves, never fought in the UFC before, only fighting in the regional circuits, you know. So I will definitely not be doing the Ultimate Fighter, but I'm super excited to get going. This is episode, I guess you can say 0.5, because I'm not really going to do much. Like I said, my throat is kind of killing me. I just wanted to get this out there, let you guys know I am doing this UFC save, and I'm super excited for it. More than likely, our first pay-per-view is going to be a big championship fight. I know that the soonest championship fight is actually Nunes versus Lemos, or Nunes versus Aldana. I'm going to see if I can get another fight on there, because that's just not a good main event. Yeah, not a good main event, but I'm super excited to see what we can do here. Let me know down in the comment section what fights you want to see. If there are any fighters not in the UFC already that you would like for me to sign. If there's any new people to the channel, welcome. My name is AZPlyo21. I have been doing WMMA 5 videos for a very, very, very long time. And I had a UFC series that ran on, I believe it was almost 300 episodes, if not 300 episodes. And yeah, I'm super excited to have a complete fresh start, clean slate, and yeah, let's book some more UFC fights. I appreciate you guys so much. Once again, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, what you would like to see. I'm AZPlow21, and I will see you guys at the fights.